Of course, the result is extremely impressive. I mean, I wouldn't be able to dream of winning one game against Stockfish, so...
I was shocked, you know, he said 28 without any wins for Stockfish.
Correct.
Yeah, so this is the new big thing, you know, it totally changes chess.
If there is chess program which easily beats, you know, the strongest engine at the moment, well, it's pretty good news for us also. We would probably play some another game, but chess, yeah, very soon.
Maybe it is historical day for chess. We will see how it will get stronger, and and I'm very surprised to hear it.
I was amazed. I mean, it's the score that AlphaZero won with was just tremendous. I mean, I don't think any other engine has shown dominance like that, and only after I think it was 4 hours of learning. So who knows what it could do with even more.
I don't necessarily put a lot of credibility in the results, simply because my understanding is that AlphaZero was using basically the Google supercomputers, and Stockfish doesn't run on that software. So Stockfish was basically running on essentially what would be like my laptop. So I think, you know, if you want to have a match that's comparable, I think you'd have to have Stockfish on a supercomputer as well, and then it certainly would be much more interesting. So I mean, I think the research itself, in terms of how you can learn, is definitely a reasonable concept, but in terms of the actual games, I don't really put a lot of stock in the result.
It means I'll have to prepare deeper in more lines, because my opponents will have that too. Well, that's the thing, as computers evolve, that means more lines to memorize for us.
Yeah, I think, I mean, my team, the person who's responsible for my computer preparation will take a look into it, I'm sure of it.
I don't know. I think if it's so good, then it will change many things, because it can close many openings, many dubious lines, just to close them, and we would all play Berlin like we do anyway.
I mean, of course, it might be a bit more successful if you refine things a bit. So, yeah, I don't know how strong it can actually get. Or whether it will be, yeah, I mean, it will be a big change if it becomes commercially available, certainly though.
I mean, I guess we'll start preparing with it, and it's hard to know the ramifications of opening developments, you know. I guess there will be some opening developments, and maybe we'll find out that some lines aren't as good as we previously thought. But I don't think there will be, like, huge changes. It'll probably advance our knowledge of chess a bit, and you know, it'll probably take many years before we actually get to that next level. But yeah, it's still, the thing is, we really don't know. I mean, who knows what it could do with more time, you know.
I don't think it would change my approach at all. I mean, I don't think fundamentally there's going to be that big of a difference. Again, I think a lot of it's probably in the speed or the algorithm. Again, it's not my field of expertise, certainly, but I think that the difference is going to be so small, so minute, that it's going to be like the difference between using, say, Stockfish and Komodo, or like Stockfish and Houdini. I mean, any mix of those three. So I don't think it would change anything fundamentally.
Basically, it won't change much, because, you know, anyway, I believe in most situations, AlphaZero, and say Stockfish, Komodo, and so on, they will show the similar moves. And, you know, the only problem if you have access during the game, yeah. But otherwise, I mean, it's not that dangerous. It won't change much. But of course, I mean, in general, the better engine you have, the better, you know, the more, you know, the better CPU you have. It's, you know, it may result in some advantage in the end. But in fact, everything is decided at the board. But, well, if there is an engine appeared which beats the strongest engine like this, well, it's a huge breakthrough, I believe, in the engine. So it would be like 4,000 Elo rating or something.
Yeah, I probably don't have the money yet to actually buy it, but it would be worth easily 7 figures.
$100,000, like today.
If I have a sponsor, well, I'll go call Rex Singfield and see how much he's willing to put up.
I don't know, with my lousy preparation, probably wouldn't help too much. I'd never be able to remember anyway.
I don't think I would pay too much, because I don't think this situation can happen. But in general, I don't think will give you such a huge advantage.
I don't know if I would put a price on it. I mean, I'm a big fan of open source, so certainly I think that anything that's not available to the general public just isn't legit. So I just wouldn't bid on it simply.
I don't think that I would spend an exorbitant amount of money on an engine. I mean, it's not going to change my results too much. It might make my openings a bit better, it might make my analysis a bit better, but at the end of the day, even if you're well prepared, you still have to play good chess. And I don't think that there's one player at the top who dominates just because of preparation.
Well, currently I'm working on a program that is, I'm analyzing with a program that is 5 years old, and both of them are like 5 years old. So I don't care so much. It's more about, adapting the programs to suit your playing style, rather than having the best possible computer program. Because in the end of the day, the position that you get, you're going to play, not the computer. So it has to suit humans' taste.
Somehow I feel like if you think about us as players, we're going to assume that the difference between Komodo and Stockfish or any of these engines is so small that they're just going to naturally draw every game. And so I think, I don't even know how to put it, but I think there certainly still is quite a bit of life in chess. But in terms of why the games played between the computers are decisive, I think that's just like a whole different universe. I think that's a level of understanding that we'll just never have. We're not smart enough. We're just stupid.
Fantastic.
I think even if we had full 32-piece table bases, it wouldn't change the game at all, because you can't really remember. It wouldn't change human chess at all. You can't really remember any of the variations, even if we knew what the best starting moves are, or if the Knight Orph is losing for black, or if the Queen's Gambit Decline is losing for black, or whatever. It wouldn't change how we play chess.